My name's David Wright and I'm known as the Headless Cross Potter. Headless Cross is the area we're in Redditch. I think the 14th Black Sabbath album is called Headless Cross, and John Bonham, he used to live around the corner. The business as such has only really just kicked off recently. I've just retired from teaching and I'm just hoping to complete some unfinished business with ceramics that I started on my first degree at Wolverhampton. My original sort of interest in ceramics came really when I was at the Grimsby School of Art. I got the chance to spend some time in the ceramics department more than anywhere else. I was quite happy there. But after that, I applied to do a degree and I did that at Wolverhampton Polytechnic. So I was there for 3 years and sort of my interest grew even more. I graduated with a first class honours degree from there in ceramic design, and from there I went on to the Royal College of Art and eventually graduated with my MA from the RCA. In terms of describing my work, I think what I've kind of tried to do is to use different forms and look at the sort of the juxtaposition of those forms together. So there's issues with proportion, with position, with how forms are orientated with each other, all based around the idea of the ceramic vessel. In terms of where's the inspiration come from, it's hard to say there's one or limited specific area or person. So I mean, I could name, say, Colin Pearson as one of these winged forms, John Maltby is another, and I like the sort of the quirky Englishness of a lot of his work. In terms of looking at my work, I'm hoping that my work is sort of unique to me. I hope it's something that reflects my interests and what I do, and I think the forms are fairly unique, although quite a lot of them you probably actually see in everyday objects because some of the forms are from everyday objects, and I sort of create the pieces from those. So the work itself, from a sort of a technical point of view, at the moment it's mostly hand-built. I use press moulds, slab building, those kind of handmade techniques. I don't throw at the moment. That's something I did a lot of when I was doing my degree. And I look at a lot of different processes in ceramics. So I'm interested in sort of stoneware, I'm interested in earthenware processes, I'm interested in raku, I'm interested in alternative processes like saga firing, that type of thing. There's no one area that I would necessarily concentrate on because it's like being a kid in a sweet shop, basically. I get great pleasure in trying out all these different sort of different processes and techniques. What I tend to find is that I will do a sort of a group of work or a unit of work, if you like, where I'm kind of using the same sort of forms. At first look, you might think they're all the same, but then you start to look more closely and you think, well, actually, no, that one's slightly different to that one, that one's slightly different to that one. They're almost like the terracotta warriors. So each one of those is slightly different. And I've got this idea I'd like to have at some point, maybe an exhibition where I've got all these pots that are quite similar, but not the same. At the moment, you can purchase my work from my Etsy shop. So Headless Cross Potter at etsy.com. I have a website, so there's www.theheadlesscrosspotter.co.uk. There is contact details on there if you're interested in any of the pieces. There is British Studio Pottery Collectors sales website, which I do put a few on there as well.